Hard to believe that living here in the United States, I live in one of the wealthiest places in the world. Looks a lot like a traffic jam to me every morning. But the truth is, just about everybody here has a car, or a truck, or a motorcycle. Probably a garage to park it in, attached to a house to live in that's warm and dry. I was just listening to a radio program talk about families in Cairo, Egypt that live at the dump, going through the stuff that people throw away in order to survive. There are Christian ministries, I guess, who go over there with things like shoes to give to the kids who are walking through the dump in their bare feet, cutting their feet up, looking for plastic bottles or something they can turn in for money or whatever they can find, I guess. That's how they exist, survive. It's hard to think from where we're at and how easy it is for us to be discontented, and how simple it is to wake up every day and find something else to complain about, as if that were an accomplishment in the back of our minds. And the truth is, even in a bad economy, I am one of the wealthiest people on this planet. My truck might be 11 years old and have 101,000 miles on it. But it's a Mercedes-Benz compared to some kid walking across a dump in his bare feet. That'd be something we could do to help those people. Even if it was just to give them our garbage. It would mean the world to them. But we don't even do that. I think the town is closed. Very little activity today. Ross Island. From the Ross Island Bridge. I hope you enjoyed it. Whoop-de-doodle-doo. Here we go. What's going on here? There's a sign on the back of some equipment that says equipment ahead. I guess they're not counting on us being particularly bright. There goes a cement truck. They're kind of big. There's a bunch of them over there. Look at that. I'm tired. I don't feel like vlogging today. It's kind of stupid anyway, but so is everything else I'm involved in. except for my commitment to God. That's the only thing smart I've ever done. Yes, as a matter of fact, that's working out real good for me, in case you're wondering. I have the promise of the all-powerful God who created the universe, who cannot lie, that I will be spending eternity in paradise with him. What do you got that's better than that? Huh? Well, he's not turning you down, you know. He's willing to listen if you want to talk to him. But I expect you'll probably have to, you know, do that on his terms, because he's God and all, and you're not. Keep that in mind. It's one thing to be forgiven, it's another thing to be pure. I am not pure. I am working on it. But God is holy, not me. Well, I told you I didn't feel like vlogging today. I don't want this stupid camera pointing at me or nothing. I don't really care. It's just stupid. I take comfort in the fact that people don't watch these things, but it bothers me a little bit that somebody could someday. Especially on a day like this when I don't feel like vlogging or nothing. Look at these kids over here. He's getting paid for that. He's probably getting $30 an hour. I know how to drive a street sweeper, and nobody else can do it but me. Whoop-dee-doo. People will take pride in almost anything. Look at me, driving around here, don't know up from down. I occasionally fix a broken printer for some knothead that don't know how to do it himself. Then I get all proud about how I fixed some knothead's printer that couldn't do it himself. It's just pride from then on out. Which, of course, is just another sin. No, it's not. That's the main sin, I think. Probably pride. I'm not preaching. I'm just stating facts. There's a concrete building. It stands to reason that the concrete company should have a concrete building, I think. Makes sense to me. Okay. I'm just driving. Yep, that's it. Got nothing to say to nobody. Doesn't stop this stupid camera from running, does it? There's a bridge. That's the Ross Island Bridge. We just came across that a little while ago. If you run the tape back a little bit, you can see what it looks like up on top. Not that big a deal, though. I wouldn't bother if I were you. I heard it said once that red cars get into more accidents than any other colored car. You ever heard that? I'm assuming they meant before the accident, and they're not just counting the blood or anything like that. Well, I'm going over to University of Portland now and fool around over there for a while. If I were you, I wouldn't go with me. It's just going to be a dull trip. Morrison Bridge is closed. Is that true? For heaven's sake. Look at that. Well, I guess we'll have to go up and find another way to get to Portland. Or University of Portland. You'd just like me to have to go do something different. because the bridge was closed. Why they close the bridge when I want to use it? I think we can get to I-5 though, see? They didn't say that. I-5 access only. See that sign there? If you want to read the sign, you go ahead. I'm just vlogging here. I don't care about the stupid signs. They don't say everything you need them to when they need you to have the information anyway, so kind of hard to be real impressed with the whole concept. Bridge closed. Use the I-5 ramp. That's what I wanted to do in the first place. People do complain, don't we? Why wouldn't this GPS lady want me to use the freeway to the University of Portland? What in the world is the matter with her head? Driving used to be fun. It's just ugly, hard, nasty work now. People go around just all the time doing stuff like trying to convince you with their vehicle that they will run you down if you try to use their lane. And it was my lane the whole time. You know what I mean? Selfish people, I don't understand it. Why aren't they just loving their neighbor like I love myself? Pray for me. I need it. Well, maybe not as much as that guy does, though. Pray for him, too. And the sun starts trying to burn through the smoggy hog haze. Good luck. Burn through the fog, you'll see the smog. Swimming with a hog on a log under a frog. That's all I know that rhymes with og. All done swimming now. I don't feel like vlogging today at all. Funny how people are all living by their feelings like this. You can have rock solid evidence that something's true, for example. But if you don't feel like it, you just don't care. I think that's why people just don't obey the speed limits. They just don't feel like it. They know they can get a ticket. You watch these guys, everybody on the freeway will be speeding, but if all of a sudden in the herd of speeding traffic we spot a police officer car amongst us, it's just amazing how obedient we become. I guess our feelings are controllable, huh? I wonder how else we could put that into play. I'm too tired to play today. I don't want to vlog or play or nothing. I don't even want to swim in a bog with a hog on a frog. Maybe if we had a big dog.